Hello, YouTube. All right. So for today's video, I wanted to start sharing with you some of the tools that you need to make money in your mobile bartending space and or any kind of mobile space to help you keep things cold. So we're going to talk about two different things that I use all the time in our trailers. I'm going to show you our trailers really quickly. There's one there, and I've got one here. But we're going to focus specifically on a CoolBot and an air conditioning system. And we're also going to focus on jockey boxes. So I use both in our trailers. And it's really important to understand the difference between them, why I choose one over the other for each trailer, and then like how they work. I'm also going to leave links for you guys in the comments below to where I get them from. Again, I have like links to Amazon. So if you do end up making a purchase, I might get a small fee of that. But I appreciate it, and it kind of helps me with these videos and everything. But they're things that I actually use and I stand behind, and they work phenomenally. So I just wanted to share them because they're super helpful. So let's talk about our enclosed trailer first. So my enclosed trailer, we turned into essentially a giant refrigerator. So what we did was we added an air conditioner, and I will show you that here. So we installed an air conditioner. This is literally just a 5,000 BTU, the smallest like in a window air conditioner you can get. My husband drilled a hole. We did some extra mounting, some brackets and things there. And then what I did was I heard about this thing called a CoolBot. A CoolBot is this tiny little box, and I'm going to share that with you in a second. And what you can do with the CoolBot is actually bypass the temperature gauge on your air conditioner so that it drops your temperature to the desired number that you need. Guys, this is not just for mobile bartending. This is for anything. I've seen people make mobile flower shops keep their flowers cold. I've seen people make mobile meat processing, people who are butchers. Anything that you need to keep cold, you can create your own cooler with it, and it works phenomenally. So let me just share with you what this looks like. So I'm going to turn my screen around here. I am like sticking my head in my mobile trailer right now. And here is the CoolBot. So super small. These wires down here, the blue ones that you see, this is how I hardwired. There's also a video here on YouTube somewhere that taught me how to hardwire it to this air conditioner. I did this myself, guys, in 5 minutes. Not even kidding. Teaches you how to like put the wires through, do everything, works phenomenally. We literally have one strip of outlets here. My husband just drilled a hole for me so that that's all connected to one, power strip. And then I plug it into a normal extension cord, and we will plug that into our service, whether you do it to a generator or whether you do it to someone's power outlet. My husband also did a handy dandy little light for me here, but that is not what we are talking about today. So CoolBot, it'll turn on, it blinks different lights, it'll be blue, and then you can literally set it to whatever you need. I always set it to the coldest, lowest setting, and this turns on and we're good to go. Also, by having the power strip here, it's great because then we can just turn this on and off. And I usually just keep it on so that when I plug it in on the outside, you hear it running and you are good to go. So the CoolBot, phenomenal, bypasses this temperature gauge, super easy to use and set up, and worth the money a million times over. I believe it's right around $400. But again, if you're doing this as a business, it's a write-off for you. It's super helpful. And again, you can use it for anything. So not just for mobile bartending. We also then did spray foam insulation from a local company, 2 inches all the way around, and then they jacked up the floor of the trailer and they put it underneath. That is super helpful with keeping things cold. And then I have a ton of things in the trailer right now, but then you can see our lines are over there, and we have our tanks in the back. I do keep some of our props and things in here right now, so like whiskey barrels, coolers, all sorts of fun stuff. So it's a little messy at the moment, but wanted to share that CoolBot with you just show you how it can kind of elevate your game in the mobile bartending space, and also any other kind of mobile space where you need to keep things cold. And then I'm going to kind of stitch this video together and talk to you a little bit about jockey boxes and why those would be important as well. I will show you our other trailer here right now. One day I will also do a video for you guys on, I guess, kind of the differences in the trailers and kind of our costs and how all that worked out. This is our first trailer. So the enclosed trailer was the first one that we did. Just a quick rundown on that. I think I paid, altogether, it was a brand new trailer. It was about $2,600. And then with all the work that we had into it, spray foam, air conditioning, doing the tap system, getting all the supplies to clean the tap system, the CO2 tanks, all of that stuff, I think our all-in was probably around $6,000. To do that now, with some of the inflation that we're seeing and the prices on trailers today for that same size, you'd be closer to $8,000 or $9,000, I believe. I think that's what we kind of are looking at now. Now, our next trailer, this is something, I saw something kind of similar on Pinterest, and I was like, I need to do this. We need to do this. So my poor husband helped me build this. But it's like my little shack, and I love it. And the window opens up, and we have letter boards that get hooked to the sides. And I've got my little barn-style door. It's like a little horse stall barn-style door, so it's like 2 pieces. But with this, guys, this was a utility trailer from Tractor Supply. My husband welded a frame on it, and it's like my little house on wheels. So for this, we weren't going to refrigerate the entire thing. So we said, okay, how the heck do we keep stuff cold? And for us, that was getting a jockey box. So the jockey box allows me to run 2 taps. You can run as many as you want. You can get ones that have like 4 taps on them, but I chose to do 2. That's just kind of our common for where I am for our market. And the 2 then will go, that jockey box goes on our counter that's in here, and then we have a bin that goes on the floor. I put my coolers in the bin on the floor, and then you can choose to get like a keg wrap, like a blanket that goes around it to help keep it cold, or you can just fill the bin with ice then, or you can do both, just to keep your kegs cold. But realistically, the majority of your beer gets really, really cold through the coils inside the jockey box that you fill with like an ice bath. We just need to keep the kegs cool because you don't want the main keg to get warm at all, just because that you want to keep that beer fresh. So I'm going to then show you the jockey box, and I will kind of stitch this together because my jockey box is at another part of my house here. I will explain that to you and how that works, and then I am going to leave those links below so that you can see kind of what is available to you, and see if there's anything that you want to grab and start trying out for yourself or your business. Or again, if you're another business and you want to look into the CoolBot, I highly recommend it. It's phenomenal. It does keep the trailer to temperature, especially with the spray foam insulation, and we have nothing but compliments about it all the time and how well it works. So I'm excited for you guys to try it out. If you try out any of these things and they work amazing for you, or you have questions about them, please leave comments, let me know, because again, I'm only kind of sharing these things with you because they work for me, they've helped me a lot, and I just want to kind of pass it on to other people who may be trying to get into this industry. All right, let me show you that jockey box. All right, so here's a quick look at one of our jockey box setups. It's a 2-tap system. You have your 2 taps that are going to go into your kegs. You have your pressure gauges here. This is super easy, screws right on to your CO2 tank. Using like a crescent wrench is great just to give it a little tighten. You can do your gauges here. You can turn your pressure on and off in these 2 valves here. You just hook it right up to your kegs. It's going to come right into the inside of your cooler. The cooler has metal coils, which I will share with you. So there are metal coils, and you are just going to fill this with an ice bath, fill up those metal coils nice and tight and filled and cold, and you'll pull these open and your beer will come flowing out, and it's phenomenal. Super easy, keeps the beer cold, saves a lot of space if you don't have like an enclosed trailer like what I was showing you before. And this is a great option in my mobile bar, instead of having to put in very expensive refrigeration equipment with the keg towers and all that stuff. So I opted for this option. I will share the link with you down in our chat or in the comments or wherever it goes. But let me know what you think, and hopefully one of these works for you.